I have made the mistake of building the new circle with regular road. Not making that mistake for the other half of it. I've added it. Well, mostly. I need to fix the highway, but I'm not sure I have the money to do that, even though I just need to submerge, you know, just a small piece. But that small piece is still going to be quite expensive. Let's see how much that'll cost. Looks like it's going to cost roughly all my money. Yeah, I can't do that right now. It's going to cost way, way too much. Way, way too much. Okay, we'll just leave that as it is for now. But let's get to zoning. In fact, I think for zoning we can now take the safe approach. Uh-oh. Okay, mistakes were made. Crisis averted. I'm gonna keep this, why not? As long as everything's got water. Gotta add water to this entire outer circle. Sure, shouldn't be too difficult. Let's try and do it as efficiently as possible. Can I afford this, in fact? Yeah, I should be able to afford this quite easily, I imagine. I hope this is the efficient way of doing this. I'm not sure if it is. There you go. Done. This is probably very inefficient in some way that someone else can tell me. Let's add the connection roads. And with the outside circle built, we now face the next problem. We need to expand the city borders to expand the circle. Although I also observe, well, it would be easier to demonstrate this if it was daylight. What I will instead do is put traffic view on because that just makes everything visible. We are closing in on the coast. Even if I get these two areas here, we're eventually going to hit the coast. I'm wondering, do I start the next circle over here? That could work. Or do I just make a horrendous monster and hang circles off this circle? That can work too. Uh-oh, things are being abandoned. Why are things being abandoned? Abandoned. Doesn't say why it was abandoned. Why was this abandoned? I'm not seeing the answer there. Oh well, it got abandoned. It happens sometimes. Perhaps it's time to address that elementary school education. With one more elementary school, we can cover just about the entire city. I'll place this one over here, I think. Can I place it so it knocks down only 2 buildings? I can, if I place it here. This will cover most of the area over there, and hopefully give us coverage. We now have no money, of course, so we can't do anything else. That's fine. Our police is looking good. We do have a fire service. I really could do with one over here as well. Don't have the cash. Health service looking pretty good. Getting a hospital would be fantastic in this city layout because anyone can go anywhere quite easily, relatively speaking. We do need to look at getting a bus service going. Now the funny thing is, managing the bus service with this layout, the city layout, should be really easy. In theory, we just create loops of buses all over the place. It should be super easy. The limiting factor, of course, yeah, we need some money. We are getting quite a lot of money now, 4,000 a week, but we just have to wait to get things, and we do need to address the polluted water stuff. I mean, this pollution will not get better, and the result is, well, imagine, put it this way. London used to use the Thames as a sewage dump. They don't anymore because that's a terrible idea. The reason it's a terrible idea is purely because the water that actually flows into the river from upstream actually stays in the river in London for a long time, for several days in fact, which means waste that gets dumped into it actually hangs around for several days. Also, of course, it eventually pollutes the sea. However, like we're doing right now, it stays around almost indefinitely. The result is, if this game understood the idea of stink and where it goes, you know, air currents, the whole water around this area would stink and the whole city would stink as a result. Now that's not happening because the game doesn't support that. But this does mean that we have to rely on these really expensive, terrible water towers because there is not currently another source of water. Where is the nearest source of alternative water? There isn't one. How many buys do I currently have, actually? What's this over here? What is that? Huh? Can I see what that is? There's a random power plant there. That is a power plant, I'm pretty certain. What is that? Why is that there? That's random. Okay, whatever. Just look how glorious this looks. Look how beautiful those not entirely symmetric circles look. I love it. It's not space efficient whatsoever. I don't care. Don't care even slightly. What I do care about is that this is the first city I've actually made that is really appealing to look at. Possibly what I should do is make another circle over here, which is exclusively industrial, and move all the industrial over there, and then create loads of traffic problems for myself, because suddenly people don't rely on these outer circles to get around the city, they rely on the inner circle to get everywhere. That's where we would need outer city circular connections. Possibly would look fantastic, possibly would look amazing. I know I will definitely get it wrong. Uh-oh, power. We're out of power again. And we can't afford an owl power plant. Again, yes, it's an owl power plant now. It's kind of worth it, but also kind of not worth it anyway. We'll just get more of these. I mean, it seems like I can just keep doing that, even though they're 20 grand each, aren't they? 15. Okay, they're cheaper than I thought. That's good. How's the water looking? It's fine for now. Demand for commercial is up, and that's because I didn't zone any. I should look at specializations for the city. Or for regions in the city. So, we have an enormous amount of farmland. Unfortunately, I've built all my residential and industrial on it. So what I could do, I could legitimately make this a region for farming. I could do that, and then expand it out this way a bit. Farming industry is cleaner, so the pollution wouldn't be a problem. The noise would be a problem, though. So I'd need to build trees. So let's actually go ahead and do that insanity. Let's turn this region here. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm going to get this really wrong, aren't I? Let's turn this entire region into farmland and see if we can make it slightly less pollution-y. Well, there we are. I've managed to make the neatest pizza wedge slice I'm ever likely to make ever. Although I could possibly make this slightly better over in this corner. There you go. A nice pizza wedge, which if I'm not mistaken will cover most of the farmland, though some of it is sort of out of there actually, so I should probably remove that section so that doesn't cause problems later. So this section up here is not farmlandable, if that makes sense. Oh, I'm ruining my pizza wedge. I had such a nice pizza wedge going on. Right, we need to say that this is farmland. This here is farmland. And now every building will destroy itself and rebuild itself as farmland. Although, this is one thing that does annoy me. Why can I not see the regions while I'm zoning? It's really irritating. Come on, game. Why aren't you fixed? Why can't I see the regions while I'm zoning? They shouldn't be mutually exclusive, surely. Okay, I think my zoning is now pretty good compared to my zones. Compared to my regions. So there we are now. We are now making farms. We're going to lose probably quite a lot of money while those farms rebuild. So it will take a while. Especially since the land there is quite severely polluted. In the meantime, I just have to wait. Let's just wait. I've realised that I probably have now enough money to fix this. To fix this mess. I hope. Let's hope I'm right. Well, I wasn't quite right. Apparently, somehow I ended up with minus 35. Did manage to just about do it, though. So, the city isn't cut off, and we have space to finish this circle. Apparently, it costs about 40 grand to extend this each time. That is expensive. Also, oh dear, our landfill site is full. We need a new one. Quickly, I cannot afford one. Has my loan paid itself off? No. Right, we just have to wait for the money to roll in and just have the people deal with having a bit of rubbish for a bit. I'm sure they can just about cope. I need to get incinerators ASAP. Yep. The rubbish is starting to pile up. Just wait like another 2 weeks, folks, and you'll be fine. I'm sure you can cope with 2 weeks with a slightly large amount of rubbish just sort of floating around the place. When do I get incinerators, actually? Is it on the next one? Surely it's the next one. Surely it's this one. Do I get incinerators? Yes. Perfect timing, almost. I need to expand the city a bit. Though incineration plants are expensive, but they also generate power, so it will alleviate some of the power-related problems I'm having currently. Although it will take a while before we're able to actually get rid of the landfill sites that we currently have, as you need to empty your landfill sites. So this one is now disabled. It's not costing us anything, which is nice, apart from a bunch of space. This one is now online and is sending out rubbish lorries as fast as it can. I can now finish this road if I can afford it, which I can. I'm going to use the dirt roads to fix it initially, of course. Got to use them dirt roads. There we go. Nice circular circles that are circly. Apparently we're out of water. Oh, hello. Apparently we're desperately not connected to the water system here. Okay, let's just get you a bit of plumbing here and there. There you go. There you go. And may as well just kind of... Well, no, let's not do that right now. Wait a minute. Did I zone that area? No, I haven't zoned anything yet. Right, we're not making the same zoning mistake as we did last time. We're going to use the boxing. But of course, we do it like this. There you go. Less efficient. Much cleaner, though. Oh, I never zoned all this properly. You're fine. Is any demand for industrial? Nope, not really. The farmlands are building up, so hopefully the pollution's going down a bit. Oh, that's not the pollution button. Where's the pollution button gone? There it is. Yeah, look, the pollution's receding. Whew, we're making this place a bit cleaner. Although we are now doing farming, and farming is not the best on the taxes. We need an educated worker. Well, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, how is our education doing? I mean, coverage is pretty nice. A lot of people are getting educated. 42% educated, so approaching the halfway mark for tier 1 education. Still could do with that high school, I suppose. Although, are the industries calling for educated people? What do they want to upgrade? What do you want to upgrade? Building needs to be covered by more services, right? So what they need, like fire service, because the fire service doesn't really cover it properly. They need police service, because the police service doesn't really cover it properly. Also, bus services and train services count as well towards that. What other services count? I forget. I genuinely forget what other services count. Oh, I think parks and stuff actually do count as well to a degree. Uh-oh. Oh, there's a need for workers. Not enough workers. They need a bunch of uneducated workers, and they have a bunch of educated workers. Alright, okay, we need to increase our population. I did build the outer circle. Oh, it seems we have a problem with our rubbish collection service. I'm guessing all 15 trucks are in use. Unfortunately, the circle is just so big now that it takes them too long to get there. Oh, okay, it's starting to pile up, and traffic is actually doing pretty damn well, considering I was expecting this to be way worse. Look, there's no queues really anywhere. Traffic is constantly in flow, even if we slow it down to slow speed. Look, there's no big queues. Okay, there's a bit of a queue over here. I'm impressed with how well this is scaling. I imagine this won't scale if I add, say, for example, one more ring, and I can just about fit one more ring in, I think. I now have a bunch of cash. I should find somewhere to spend it. Population is still going up. Kind of slow, though. Kind of slow. Oh dear, water's a problem again. Yep, let's just spend a bit of money and get another one of these on there. And why not? Oh, just look at this nice brown smear in the water. Look at this. It's like a 3-week-old pair of underpants. Nice and brown in the back. Just how I like it. Wait a minute. What? What am I talking about? Uh-oh. Things have been abandoned. I'm guessing there wasn't enough workers? Not enough workers, yeah. Well, we're working on that. We're working on it. This whole area isn't completely saturated. Also, we need a little bit of plumbing over here. There you go, have a little bit of plumbing. Wait. Do I have water again? No. It just hasn't updated yet because we're running at the super slow speed. Fine. This rubbish collection is a problem. I need to get to the next one fast and get incineration plants. And I'll probably need like 2 or 3 of the incineration plants to catch up. And they're super expensive, but absolutely worth it. They're smaller. They generate a huge amount of traffic. I guess that's a good thing. I always wondered, why do the incinerators generate or generate 27 rubbish lorries? Why 27? That's a bit of an odd number, isn't it? 27? Why not just 25? Maybe 30? I'm guessing the developers kept, bouncing between 30 and 25, and they're just like, sod it, 27. Because we're nice. Oh no, because we're evil, we don't round up. The rubbish is a problem. Yeah, we'll leave it for now, it'll be fine. We're gonna have a big city, sorry, a big town, any week now. We're just gonna have to deal with the rubbish for a bit. Public transport really is the next thing that's on my mind, to try and reduce the traffic. So if I get a bus depot, I have to decide where to put that. I'll probably put that sort of somewhere over here where it can't do any harm. And then I have to place bus stops everywhere. I'm not sure how much bus stops actually cost. The bus depot by itself, I can afford right now, so maybe I just want to do that. Traffic isn't really too much of a problem though, so... I mean, look at it now. There's no problems at all. Well, this junction's a problem. It's not a problem, it's fine. It's completely fine. I like how the underground roundabout actually does add to the crop circle theme, although it's not very well centered. Uh oh, have I... What am I doing? What am I actually doing over here? The water pipes are going to get in the way of the underground highway soon. Man, that underground highway must be terrifying for, well, everyone. Look how fast... Oh, if we slow it down to normal speed, look how fast they're going. They're doing like 70 miles an hour going into that thing. That is... Yeah, that's something I don't think anyone should ever do. It won't be dark in there, but just imagine if there was a horrific, horrible, nasty accident there. Right, we have to spend this money on something, and something that will help the population growth somewhat. First of all, we'll do that. That didn't really spend any money and didn't help with the population growth. Also, what we really need, if anything, is incinerators, but we can't get those without population growth. And our population growth, look at this, half the circle, almost exactly. Almost exactly. I guess we'll just do this, why not? I mean, it's only farmland here. How much noise pollution does the farmland generate? Probably quite a lot. It's better than just plain industrial, but I think the only reason it's just better than plain industrial is because we're not well saturated. Actually, no, we are quite well saturated. Yeah, the saturation is not that bad. There's a few blank spots here and there, but actually not that bad. Yeah, we just need more residential area. Okay, we're gonna add another circle.